If you ever watch those highlight tapes on the internet, more often than not, you'll only see those crazy hard hits where a hitter has a seam or no blockers up. But at the highest level of the game, that is a very rare situation. What is much more common is having two big blockers completely closed. And in those situations, it is more important to hit smarter, not harder. Thanks to one of our app users for letting us know that he wanted help with this skill. Remember, you can reach out to us on Instagram if there's a video you want us to make to help you with something you or your team needs help with. So here we got our blockers for today. From UCLA, Scott Vegas, and from Cal State Northridge, Kevin McNiff. They're big guys, so we have to be pretty smart. If they are on time and pressed over, I have limited shots to get a kill or even put the defense into an out-of-system situation. Of course, I can go over them deep or hit a hard angle shot with thumb up or thumb down swings. But today we are going to focus on how you can use a big block to your advantage. So we have 4 shots that we can use in this situation. 1, high hands. 2, block out. 3, the wipe. And 4, the recycle. For high hands, as an attacker, one of the best shots you can hit is within the last 4 feet of the court. With common defensive schemes planning to take away your hardest shots, looking for deep corners and deep shots over the block is essential. The idea of high hands is to get a strong swing off the top half of the blocker's hands so it goes off the fingers and propels out of bounds. So how do we do this? In order to hit a high ball, we need to have a high contact point. So we need to be on time. Check out our outside and right side hitter routes videos for a breakdown on timing. We need to keep our arm swing fast, but for this play we have a slightly slower wrist snap so that you can hit the ball flatter and deeper. Arm stays fast, wrist snap slows slightly, and we aim for the top half of the hitter's hands. For the blockout, the right arm of the right side blocker is a great place to go and find a quick kill. This shot requires precision, but if used correctly, can terminate the play quickly because the ball shoots out of bounds and directly to the floor. So how do we do it? The idea here is to get the ball traveling in front of you. You have to wait for the ball to hang and drift by your optimal position while showing the defenders nothing. Since you delay your attack, the ball has to travel closer to your left side. We see a lot of players making a short C arm swing, but we want to follow through to look more like a J. For a good blockout shot, we need to extend our arm to find the right hand of the right side, and then release our arm instead of just releasing and hoping to contact the block. Do not commit to this shot to begin with. This and the wipe should be after the moment where you know the middle is closing or your brain recognizes the ball is too tight to swing at. So let's talk about the wipe. This is my favorite move, and if you've ever seen me play, you know I use it frequently. Like the blockout swing, we need the ball to be in front of us. Young players get their chin up too much and the sight of the blockers gets away from them. We use the wipe when the ball is getting too tight to the net. This should actually feel like a carry because it spends time in your hand. Similar to the blockout, we need to find the block and extend, then change directions. We push through our shoulder until we feel the block. If there isn't resistance, then continue the ball into the court. But if you feel resistance, we use a quick flick of the wrist to change the direction of the ball quickly. So push through your shoulder until you feel resistance, then change direction with a flick of your wrist. So now the recycle. Using the block isn't always about going up and getting the kill. Sometimes when we are transitioning fast or in long rallies, it's hard for us to get a nice, smooth approach or for the setter to find their location. The recycle allows for us to get the ball back on our side to reset and for us to possibly get a better attacking situation next time. So how do we do this? The trick here is to get after the ball fast. Contacting the ball as the blockers are going up will give you the best possible trajectory back to our side for yourself or your teammates to cover. The idea is that we are contacting the ball as the blocker's hands and arms are still going straight up instead of fully pressed over. We want to hit this ball similar to a high hands ball, meaning we slow our wrist snap and hit flatter instead of down. But for this ball, we want to pop at the ball instead of swinging through. Tip here, once you know you're doing this, get ready to cover. Don't be surprised to see the ball back right within your arm's length. So we have high hands, block out, the wipe, and recycle. Go out there and be creative. If we can get out of 1 or 2 tough situations and turn them into a kill, we are setting our team up for success. If you're the victim here though, yes, we're talking to you, big opposites. Go to our pin blocker video to figure out ways to stop these shots from happening.